August Reset Day 2. And if you're wondering why you probably cannot understand what I'm saying, it's because I got up at 6 a.m. this morning to get my teeth fixed. Hey, man, you know what they say? If you can't fix the jaw, fix the teeth. So I went and got the process started of braces. I'm not sure if you can tell. So I got these. My upper teeth just got too crooked. They're pointing at too many different directions. I should be able to speak better as time goes on. Guys, hold on. I'm gonna maybe a second. God damn. Yeah, right. I cannot stand myself the way I sound with these, so it should be getting better. Still day one. I have so much to say. Right. So first of all, teeth fixed, getting braces. Why am I doing this? Like you could really argue like, dude, if you're walking around with a severely damaged jaw like you, like why would you even care about the symmetry of your upper teeth? You know, like I doubt anybody notices, but it's more so about taking little steps and continuously putting yourself in a position to improve your life, your lifestyle, your appearance, and that's what I'm trying. Like, I just hope that somehow with the position of my upper teeth being changed, that it could potentially have a positive effect on the whole look. All right, let me pop this thing back in. Go ahead. I have to get used to it. I have to get used to talking to you guys with this thing. I'm very curious how it's gonna evolve, and it's weird, right? Like how different your voice can sound by simply adding some type of plastic onto your teeth. Gonna try to muster up the energy to hit a good shoulder and chest session. And if you're watching this, let me know in the comments. Is it visible? Do you notice it? My parents said they didn't, but they're always trying to be nice, so keep it real.
Easy money. Come on. Yep. All. Good job.
Okay. Okay, workout finished and it's time. Hold on, 1 second. Oh man, yeah, I'm not used to this yet. I was saying workout finished and it is time to get into some real stuff. Second episode of this August reset, and I feel inclined to share some raw, rugged content with you, aka true feelings, stuff that's going on. And something happened 2 days ago at the festival Tomorrowland that I was talking about that has been on my mind basically ever since. And I didn't want to bring it up yesterday in the first episode because I guess I wasn't quite ready yet. And today I'm noticing that I'm already having a reluctance to talk about it, and I know that if I don't talk about it today, that I'm just gonna let it like shimmer away, you know. And this is, before I get into it, this is already something I want to remind you guys of. And I always tell my clients consistently, I always talk about take it when it's there. And when I say that, I'm talking about when you have a feeling, when you have an idea, when you know that you have the energy and the strength and the opportunity to do something or say something or share something or create something, never assume that that energy and that will is still going to be there a day later or a week later. You know, take it when it's there. Convey thoughts and messages when you feel like you're able to do that, because things change so rapidly, our emotions change so rapidly, and you might think like, oh, this is a great idea and I'm gonna do this like in 2 days, and then in 2 days you might wake up and just for whatever reason not have it anymore, or no longer have that clear perspective on what you're feeling anymore. So I am trying to practice what I preach. I'm not trying to let this epiphany that I had slip away, and I'm gonna share it with you guys right now. So let me paint the picture. It is 10 p.m. Sunday evening, last day of the festival, the third weekend of the 3 weekends, so it's the absolute final hours. Me and my buddy were posted up in front of the main stage, like middle of the crowd, 60, 70,000 people around us, just absolute crazy. And we are basically standing in front of behind actually, a group of women, like maybe 6, 7 Dutch women, from what I understood. They were either Flemish or Dutch, but I'm pretty sure Dutch. And we're just standing there watching Major Lazer sound system, which was absolutely horrendous in my opinion. But so we're standing there, you know, watching the show, and they're standing in front of us. As you can imagine, it's packed. And I noticed this one girl. I just like noticed her. She's standing like 2 meters off to the right, like 4 people in between us, 4 of her friends. And I just, like thought, oh man, she's attractive. She had something that drew me that drew me in. And I was looking, I looked a few more times, and she never looked back, or like she never looked at me. There was no eye contact, so all right, whatever. And then at some point, like I want to say 30 minutes later, I felt like she noticed me, and she started doing like I'm trying to think of a non-silly way of saying this, but I guess I'll just cut to the chase. She started twerking, like doing the shake your ass dance, aggressively twerking with her friend, but it was mostly her. And in this moment, I already felt like she was trying to get my attention. But obviously, even saying that out loud, it sounded so cringe. Like, I know, she was trying to get my attention. It's just one of those things. I feel like you can sense the energy. You can pick up on when someone's trying to do something for you. Like, you feel that is directed towards you, even though she wasn't looking at me or anything. Like, what girls do and guys do, like you'll try to get someone's attention by like wrestling your friend, or dancing very aggressively or in a very sexy way with your friend, because like, oh, we're drawing attention. But obviously also in this moment I was mindful that they're probably just having fun, like I didn't think anything of it. And then after like they got done doing their whole thing, she actually moved right in front of me. All right, so it further confirmed my feeling that she was somehow trying to get close to me, even though she hadn't looked me in the eye once, right? So then she's standing in front of me. There's like this much space between us, I guess. And as the concert picks up and you know, it's a whole lot of 1, 2, 3, everybody jump, you know, all that silly stuff. I felt her getting closer and closer and closer to me, until at some point she was literally grinding against me with her body, right? And it was so. This is where the story gets pretty sad. I kept like thinking, is she just dancing and like, you know, like being wild and not really noticing that she's bumping into people, or is this really like, you know, like I kept somehow convincing myself that it was not meant to be for me. And it got to a point where she was literally just like grinding upon me, and I hadn't felt that type of energy in so long, and it really, like, it came from so deep. Like in the beginning, I was numb to it, but I was numb to it because I was trying to be numb to it. I was trying to shelter myself from that type of sexual energy for some reason, and I didn't realize that until then. Like it started off like a spark, like a distant spark, like a whisper, and the more she kept like dancing against my body, you know, like and bumping into me, the more excited I got, and the spark turned into a flame, and it kind of like reawakened this dormant sexual energy that I hadn't felt in months, and it became so strong, so like it took over my whole body. Like it was just like this crazy sensation, and I felt my body turning into a magnet, just being literally attracted to her, just being sucked. Like I wanted to touch her more, you know, like I was positioning my body closer to her, and like and I mean, obviously I'm sure she felt it, but for some reason, and even like my whole body was charged up at this point, like I was glowing. You know that feeling, like when you're just like you just want to touch this person that you're so attracted to, and my whole body was drawn to her, but I just could not bring myself to say a single word, or to make a single gesture, or to make any type of move. Like I was petrified. I was scared shitless. And that is the truth. And that is the sad part. Like I kept, like, I was standing there like looking at myself from the third person perspective and thinking like, dude, any other like point in time of you being single, like you would have said something or like done something so long ago, and I just couldn't. I had this crazy energy inside of me, but my body was like on the outside was frozen, and it was, I don't know, man. It hit me pretty hard because even after that, like they like I could tell she was waiting on me to make the first move. Like they even did this thing where they took like a selfie of them, like literally like basically holding the phone next to my head. Like that's where I was supposed to say like, hey guys, why don't I take the picture? You know, I was just standing there like, oh, and I said something to my friend, like a Drake remix came on, and I was like, Drake, and then and then she looked at me like, and you know, I know this sounds pretty chaotic and incohesive, but what I'm trying to convey is like there were many moments where I felt that I had clear openings, and I was too scared to take it. And honestly, I could sit here and act like I don't know what happened, but I have to admit, like, I just kept telling myself, I need more signs, I need more confirmation. I basically literally needed her to turn around and send me an email and say, hey, subject, I am attracted to you, you know, like, and I just couldn't. And the reason is because I felt insecure. I felt unworthy. And I kept kind of convincing myself that I wasn't good enough, or that it couldn't be, and that I was misinterpreting the situation. And I was so scared of like me making a move and her being like, oh, what are you doing? You know, like I was so scared of that. That kept popping into my head, like rejection, which is something that normally is not a thing that I fear, you know, that I struggle with that much. And having really meditated on this in the past 48 hours and thought about it, I have to admit that I feel like my scar, you know, has deteriorated, and I feel like the general shape of my chin and my mouth has gotten worse. And even yesterday when I made the first episode, and I was watching the scene where I'm in the kitchen, like drinking the shake, this angle, like my frontal angle is really good. Meaning like you don't see it as well. If you're looking at you think like I look pretty, like I look fine, but like from the sides, and if there's more depth to it, like I feel like the last couple of surgeries really pushed me back. Like my mouth is more crooked now. It lost volume. There's like this big dent in my chin. It's just, I feel like it's going in the wrong direction, and I feel like it doesn't look good, and I'm very self-conscious of it, and it's making me insecure, and it's making me crippled in these situations. Like I rebuilt myself, I rebuilt my confidence over the years to be good in these situations, and for sure there is some residue left of the breakup last year with my ex-girlfriend, and that validation being taken away in some type of way. So there's a lot to unpack here, definitely, and I understand that I'm already talking about this for a long time now, and I apologize, but that is what I am learning right now. And I just, like, I've been beating myself over the head that I wasn't brave enough to just simply be like, hi, hey, what's your name? Like, she was literally just like dribbling and throwing it at me, and I was running away from it like Usain Bolt, you know, like I never thought, like, I put in all this work to build myself up, to put like pieces together and you know, create this, and it was pretty confronting to realize that when it comes to self-confidence as it pertains to girls right now, I'm running away from it. I'm blocking it out. Like I'm blocking it out. Even the sexual energy I talked about, like I'm in this weird space where I've kind of convinced myself that sex isn't worth it because it comes with all this hassle and all this trouble, and women are complicated, and you got to talk to them, there's emotions, and there's so much work, and you know what? It's just sex, like it's not worth it. Like I kind of can talk myself into that, and by doing so, I've buried my, you know, my needs, and like I'm not even like looking for it. I'm just like, like it's not important, I don't need it. And so it's fine, I'm fine, I don't, you know, but it's not coming from a place of rationale. Like I'm using that as a blanket to cover up that it's coming from a place of insecurity, heightened insecurity over the fact that I feel like my face is deteriorating and that I look worse than I did 2 years ago. I was just in Austria last week, you know, doing my annual hiking trip with my dad and my brother, and Google was sending me pictures of, you know, this week 1 year ago, and I was looking at the pictures and I felt like I looked a lot better, like my scar looked a lot better before I got messed up with the surgeries, and that happened right before the festival. So those pictures hit me hard. Like I was laying in bed one night in Austria looking at those pictures, and I was like, damn, that's the thing, like with my reconstruction, it doesn't happen in a day, it doesn't happen in a week. Like changes happen gradually, some of the tissue shrinks gradually, and it's pretty like I'm not waking up one day being like, oh my god, what happened? It's just like I look at a picture from a year ago and I'm like, oh damn, like it definitely got worse. And that's how I'm feeling right now. So yeah, that is my 15.5 minute confession. So all right, that's it. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm happy I was able to convey this and get it out there, and now it is for the interwebs to consume, I guess. Alright guys, that's it. Episode 2 wrapped up. Hopefully I'll be able to be more creative with the shots and with the edits, but at this point I'm just feeling like really making content, like focusing on what I'm feeling and saying instead of doing a hyper fancy transition vlog. So yeah, that's it. If you're still here, leave a comment. Tell me you watched the whole thing. That would mean the world to me if only like one person did that. That's it. I'll be back tomorrow with episode 3. Hit the thumbs up and yeah, that's it. Bye-bye.